Welcome to another episode of Baking My Songs. Today we are leaning into the end of summer kind of feel with our song, with our recipe. I wanted to do something kind of fruity and pick something that was in season right now, but I also really wanted to make something that also kind of had like a fall feel to it. Right now what's in season is peaches. I got these from the grocery store, but where I am, there are people selling peaches on the side of the road. So I wanted to get theirs because I've had them before and they were so juicy and so huge, but I had to settle for the grocery store because they weren't there today. So with these peaches, we are going to be making peach pie bites and talking about my song, I Wish I Missed You More. I've been noticing as we are doing these kinds of videos that my titles are very long. We have I Wish I Missed You More, Cowboy Looks Good on Him, If Prayer Had Prime, Christmas on the Highway. These just seem like very long titles. But anyway, let's get into the video. When I first moved to Nashville, I went all in with finding co-writers and co-writing songs. So this song being my first song that I wrote just me since moving to Nashville, felt like I needed to write about something bigger than just a love song or something simple. And it wasn't until I kind of really reflected on my feelings of moving to Nashville and just living in Tennessee, being away from Washington State, that I kind of realized how I was feeling towards not living there anymore and just kind of going all in with living here in Tennessee. Now I wrote this song 4 years ago, so this is just kind of where I was at in that period of time 4 years ago, was just not missing it. There are days and times now that I do miss Washington, certain things about it, but it also felt right to be the only writer on this song because these are my feelings and my view on my specific situation of just moving from my hometown and not missing it. Also, if it looks like I'm doing a bunch of nothing right now, I'm definitely not. I have to coat the peaches in butter so that they can not be completely sticky to the dough that we have. I had my good friend Quentin, who I've mentioned before, help me bring this song to life, and I feel like he did an amazing job with the strings, with the production. I'm just so glad that I gave this song to him because he definitely brought it to life in a way that I didn't think was possible. But what I'm really excited to talk about with this song is the photography and the cover art. My husband takes all of my cover photos for me, all of my single photos. He took the picture for my album cover as well. So we went to a little farm nearby for this photo. There's like a little abandoned house. I loved the visual of this little house. I feel like for the cover art for the song, it kind of looks like I'm sitting on my front porch and I'm actually using my mom's guitar in this photo. I just felt like that would be kind of special. But right next to the front door of this house are 3 numbers, like the house number from back in the day. And it was actually my husband that had the idea that we change the house number to the area code of where I'm from, which is 253. And I felt like that was just such a genius little idea because not many people would even know what 253 is, but it's almost like an Easter egg of like you have to know what the song is about to understand the 253. So I love that little detail that he came up with, and my graphic designer was actually the one who was able to do that because I don't know how to make it look realistic that is the actual house number. And my graphic designer was actually the one who had another genius idea. He thought it would be really cool if I wrote the title so that the title would be my handwriting. And I actually did many different kind of versions of it because I wanted to get it right if it was going to be on the front of my single, and I'm really happy with the way that it turned out. So I just think it's so cool and fun that pretty much all the good ideas surrounding this song had nothing to do with me. It was just the ideas of other people. But I'm so thankful that I surround myself with people who have such cool ideas and care enough to recommend it. With this specific recipe, I've actually done it before, but I did apple pie bites. So instead of peaches, it was just sliced apples. So I really don't know how this is gonna go, but if you've been watching this series for a long time, then you know that there is no recipe testing here. We are testing it right now. This calls for brown sugar and apple pie spice. I still did the apple pie spice because I'm so ready for fall, but I still think this would be a really great end of summer recipe. I have no idea how it tastes, so I guess I shouldn't say for sure yet, but let's pop this in the oven. We'll take it out and do a little taste test. I wish it wasn't so weird.
straight out of a movie. I can't help it that I feel this way.
Here are our peach pie bites. I remember from the first time that I did this with the apple pie bites to not use so much butter when you're coating the outside, which I forgot. So it does get a little bit liquidy, but it's just butter, brown sugar, apple pie spice, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, let's taste test one of these peach pie bites. I have no words. There is nothing better than a puff pastry with sugar and sweet fruit. This is just like the best kind of dessert sweet treat ever. I like how this is interchangeable because with the apple pie bites, those were really amazing, and the oven definitely like softened it up so it wasn't such a hard crunch, and it did the same with these, but it's just as good. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Baking My Song. We are getting into the fall months, which means that we are having fall recipes. I would honestly say this could work as a fall recipe since peaches are in season. I mean, even as you get more into the fall season, you could do the apple pie bites. You really can't go wrong here. I would say this one was a very big success, so that makes me happy. We've had too many fails in this series. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.